Hi, it's Nika from Fabulously Creative. Welcome back to my channel and another spread in my memory planner. And I'm showing you a sneak peek of how I have my memory planner set up. It's just some blank inserts, and then in the back I have a bunch of scrapbook paper, a bunch of paper already cut down to use instead of just going through my stash. So this week my color scheme is purple, and I was really excited because I don't do much purple, and I don't have a lot of purple in my stash. I don't know if purple is just not a popular color for crafting, but it goes so well. It goes so nice with like pink, mustard, and blue. Like, who knew that this color combination was, I don't know, would be such a thing. So I would definitely be adding or finding more purple stuff to go in my stash. So I'm just adding the rest of my little squares. And I feel like this, I don't know, this is it's a hybrid of memory planning and scrapbooking, because in each square I do like to add scrapbook paper instead of just sticking my photos and everything down. So in the other corner, I'm doing my quote for the week. I've been doing these little quotes from Instagram each week. I haven't figured out a way to like get I guess the Instagram tag or the person who posted it. I haven't figured out a way to get that in this little square. I've just been typing the quote. So this week's quote says, "Doubt increases with inaction. Clarity reveals itself in momentum. Growth comes from progress. For all these reasons, begin." And I felt like this quote just went so perfectly with this week. So for this week, I am documenting I guess it was I don't know if it's the week of the eclipse or the week during the eclipse, but I was trying like a different video format, and I was in a creative mood. So I said, why not bring you guys along? So I did a video of kind of how I combine self-care with crafting and also journaling. And I don't know, it was really just outside of my comfort zone. So that's kind of what this whole week was about. And that top picture is my selfie, and I'm adding a flip up. So underneath is just a picture of my desk with all of my self-care items, my whole little self-care tray, and my little crafting and journaling setup for that day. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. It's not really a paper crafting video. It's kind of paper crafting plus self-care plus journaling all rolled into one. And I felt like once I got out of my comfort zone, I really enjoyed it. So I'm adding my little flip up. I added some washi tape, and I actually glued the washi tape down for some extra stickiness. And then underneath, I'm going to add the thumbnails of my videos from that week. And I'm mounting them on this little pop of pink, because if you've been watching me for a while, y'all know I love pink. So any excuse to use extra pink on anything, I am here for it. And also that I wanted to document these two thumbnails because the bottom one I didn't upload that week, but I figured out like how those YouTubers do like the photo cutout. I figured out how to do it on Canva, and I was just so excited that I finally figured that out, because I have been wondering forever how they do that. So I'm putting my thumbnails, and then I'm adding this little purple pin just so you can see that there's something underneath there. And I glued it down. I had to cut it down, then I had to adjust it a little so it kind of pops out the edge of the photo. And I did have to adjust it like a few times. And I think I add a word sticker. Add a word sticker, and I don't know, I may come back and add some journaling underneath there. So this bottom picture is just a larger picture of my desk, kind of like a close-up. And I felt like this helped me get like out of those little squares, and it made it feel more like a scrapbook layout and not just a memory planning layout. And I finally got a chance to use these giant blue flowers. They are from one of the Maggie Holmes collections. I'm not sure which collection, but she makes the best flowers. So anytime she has a new collection, I get it just for the flowers. So I'm adding a giant one to the bottom corner, and to balance everything out, I'm going to add another one to the other side. And I was really excited to use them because with memory planning, it's always finding the tiniest pieces that will work in those little squares. So I was kind of excited that I got to use some larger die cuts. And the title of this little part is Capture the Details. And this has been, it's like a little puffy stickers. These have been in my stash forever. And I was excited to finally get to use them. I don't even know where they came from, what collection they belong to. They've been like, I cut them off the sticker sheet and they've just been in there. But that's kind of how I do my supplies. I cut everything off I cut everything down and I store everything by color. That way, when I'm doing a layout, I can just pull out things in that color scheme without digging through like 100 sticker sheets, digging through all my stash, all the sticker books. And yes, I know that details is crooked, but I don't know. I'm not a technical crafter. I like things a little wonky, a little off center, and it's fine by me. I know some people pull out rulers and they get everything perfectly straight. I think even if I use the ruler, I wouldn't get it perfectly straight. So I like the creativity of it not being perfect, if that makes any sense. So for my journaling, I'm writing, sometimes you just have to get out of your comfort zone and do the thing. So that's kind of how I felt about that last video, because I was very nervous about uploading it because it wasn't a paper crafting video, and my channel is kind of all about planning and crafting. And I realized after I did it, it wasn't really about the video. It was more just about getting out of my comfort zone and just, I don't know, just allowing my creativity to flow. So after I did that video, I got so many ideas of projects I want to do. And also now that I'm back into memory planning, I have an excuse to make all the embellishments, all the things. So I think I'm gonna go. I have some ideas of creative videos I want to make. So in that little corner, I'm just adding a little cluster on side of my journaling just to balance everything out. And I'm using one of those tiny blue flowers and some other little bits and pieces. And I feel like it gives both sides a nice balance. And now I'm just writing my date on a tag. And I feel like this, I don't know, with this layout, I'm kind of finding my groove with memory planning again. And I was trying to decide if I should put the date somewhere else. Maybe next week or next time I will challenge myself to move the date. And I am just adding some word stickers and little bits to finish off this layout. So I hope you enjoyed this memory planning session. I hope it inspired you to be creative and document your life, document all the little details of your life. And stay tuned for my upcoming creative videos, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.